News.
Yamamo akwaba afitu mlika de hia yen e wo Facebook no so a na ye DLFM 106.9 Kofitela Damanti kasebo ne homfoni any videos awodo nyina nam so a wo benya bi na wahwe e de amayen yen hia kasebo na se ne yemfamfiri Bunu East Mantanim na Ghana mampanin John Dramani Mahama e de nsem atodwa ekiremu a wonom e ba hia ase abadwumaden atimi ayi akwan akwansima Mako edionum nine mechire 54 kilometer road Adwoa pa ema techiman enim potem wo nyina da no eya traffic ahodo ekoso no eto etimi atwa Ghana mampanin John Dramani Mahama e decide to dwam na thank you to dwumadi a okoye e wo Bunu East Mantanim ena odi nsem wei e de to dwa ekirem sem we nyina da efa abani so ade hunadi anda so eya big push eya infrastructure mpuntudwuma agenda omde so mani so mpesa mo boa na Ghana empuntu akwaso ma nyina mu ka ho bi na mba bedi dwumade ye okesi wedi aboa ma mpuntu akwaso Ghana mampani ekiremu a oman Ghana mantema hodo ne nyina da titiriu ene mo ahin kuro beboa pa ma kwanya kwaso madwade atumi ebunkam so a oman yebete dene Ghana mampani ekiremu a dwumade na wahye ase no baba no homaden aba ma kwanya obeyi e wotachima ne potem no Obasan so ayeba pass kese a eno no tracks ahodo a efa ne ma mu odro e de bi kopien Burkina Faso na mama ahodo bi so no wo betumi afon se betumi abo na akwan ahodo aka asenketo na faso no traffic entimi enche kram Ghana mampani kirem sem we be wo madwade atumi akoso ma de so techi manso wonu ma ho ha wonu bi eye pam wasan ka se kirem sem enkronkra kese bi de senkra bo premantem Kumasi techi man sunyan anavita kwade mema ahodo beboa ma kwanya akoso madwade enso
Infrastructure is central to development, and the Bunu East region will not be left behind. Under the Big Push agenda, Cabinet is finalizing approval for major infrastructural projects, many of which are earmarked for this region. And I want to say that under the Big Push, we are prioritizing roads because the state of our roads is in a very deplorable condition. So for the first year, the Minister of Finance has provided almost 15 billion cedis to be invested in improving our road network across the whole of the country. As I said, we are focusing particularly on roads that are critical for agriculture, trade, and access to essential services. In the Bunu East region, the roads that we are targeting include the Asweye Mesidan Road, the Ofuman to Wenchi Road, the Sunyani to Nkuranza Road, the Techiman Wenchi Road, the Atebubu Kajeji Road, and then also to complete the Kintampo to Prang Road, the Ejura to Atebubu Road, and Busunya to Atebubu Road. There are other roads that we'll also be working on that are not yet included on this list. These roads, when completed, will open up the region, improve market access for farmers, and reduce travel time and transport costs. As stated in the NDC 2024 manifesto, we're also committed to redesigning and constructing outer ring roads in major cities across the country. The outer ring roads will target cities like Accra, Kumasi, Tamale, Takrade, Sunyani, and Techiman. For Techiman, which is a major transit point on the N10 highway, work has begun to open up the proposed 54-kilometer outer ring road. The Department of Urban Roads has initiated engineering surveys and design works to prepare the way for full construction to begin. This project will decongest the central business district of Techiman and enhance road safety for residents and travelers alike. The ring road would allow the big, heavily loaded trucks that are going to Burkina Faso and other northern destinations, instead of passing through the center of Techiman, they'll use the outer ring road and continue on their journey.
Nekwa kramono ena Ghana mampeni John Dramani Mahama kasemu ona wochire musem. Yanka nkyere yenuanom mosremifo a mutu kwan ekomeka kwantukwase haje no. Ochiremu a ohwe ne mu sei afie de animu no haj fe no esubetumi ati se hwi Netumi atekra atra 50,000 Ghana cedis. Efrisem, ochiremu ena nyankopɔ ayadom Ghana cedi no enya hoden pa yekɔ nanim pa ntine ma nyina bu akɔfom de Yankopɔn yɛ adoma afia ye besi mu no haje akwantu kase no mo ho beto mpama kyese ne bo am bebo mode yafo pran akɔ ɛso ate mɔmɛn mo nso so a moyɛ muslimin somfo no mo hanham pa ode ensem sei etudwa.
We also reduced the fare for carrying out the Hajj pilgrimage. Yesterday, the last aircraft airlifted our pilgrims to Mecca, and we reduced the fares from 75,000 to 62,000 cedis. And I can foresee that with the performance of the cedi, because at the time we started paying for the Hajj, the cedi was at 15.5 cedis to $1. And so the fare that we came up with for the $4,000 that it costs to do the Hajj came to 62,000. Next year, if you do a calculation where the cedi is currently at 10.5, it means that next year the fare for Hajj will probably go below 50,000 Ghana cedis. And so if the cedi keeps performing the way it is and being an abrantier the way it is, it will give more relief to our brothers and sisters who will decide to embark on the Hajj.
Any awoti a Ghana mampanin, John Dramani Mahama.
Yantua Kasia Bonesu and near Dasua Ejina Yabonu East in Sensema, no mampeni John Dramani Mahama, Ashe Minister for Interior, any Inspector General of Police, or Momodiano deploy security personnel for Nomukoye Bunu East, a Yamantan, Nimniti through, and a Biaya Chronobo, and a Basabasayabi Air Coso. Now, Brokasa, I will thank you to an Okoso, our Mantan, Nimaya Wadakotonima Bosomeni, that also a year Dionunkuno, I want Fimpim Yenuni, Dionunum, no mampeni John Dramani Mahama. Say a year Okoye Eastern Corridor Niwa, a Yabunu East region na a yadia Obamba Honsam Enquiries Wahanum Kra Obubo Din to say a tebu a year amentin a year Sunny East anywhere Sanso and a year Pro District Nino Chema and who he has a Obamba Honsam ebetimi akosu into a bomber diam a ya Obamba for etimiaba Sunny Bayamba bottom for no by nobody bia entimi enkawom Sanso and Orchester a yadia Obama near her say a chronoboy a coso a one potemu hono. Obetimi de nhyehyɛ pegu akwam sɛ ne beyom betimi asia no kwan odin sem say
Development cannot thrive without security. We are aware of the challenges in the eastern corridor of Bono East, particularly around the Atebubu Amanten area, Sene East and West, and the Pro districts. Highway robbery and armed robbery has become rampant. In response, I have directed the Minister for Interior and the Inspector General of Police to deploy additional security personnel to those areas where robbery has become rampant. We will also provide the police with patrol vehicles and communication equipment so that they can keep you safe. We're also going to strengthen community policing and intelligence gathering in order that we can reduce the incidence of armed robbery. Peace is not the absence of conflict, it is the presence of justice and protection, and we will not rest until every community in Bono East feels safe and secure.
Ene ya wuti eye Ghana mampeni John Dramani Mahama.
Yantu akasi abone so ne yankwaso anyira mu aha obambo nsem ene nsem ahodo a edi ahimo magana mu am na mekese na bedi akire edema o magana abanlo ya panin onu kwaye nso ne ya bedi akire edema osoafo a ohwe atenten ne so justice sremsai ede nsem atodwa ekire mu sem na nsan mekese no opani paul no yo titrani edema MPP osene kokrokama yoko no ewa sentiment mu a edi anda so ye Bernard entwi bosi akwado afra ne sem chema wontime chese national security fo akwado ane kakra bisa ne nsem no agent ha o manyim ana manfo dodo na sinsem wei asrane abasa de obi apɛ na oka ena NDC abane ba ye na ehunehuna wone mo tata MPP fo asa na asem wei de pantoma pam na no ena opani akokoto ne Facebook page endra da ya wata kotoni ma boss meda so de no nkron emfimpim mienu ne de no nnum ena justice srem sai ekiremu a Ghana fo mo koma mfantum yo titiriw ni MPP amanyoko ne ma okiremu a enya de aban ya bo de tirimu post sabe obetata nipa da bi da nya de etesa akra okirema hwem mapa ekwaso ede afache ma wontumi ne dwumadi ahodo a wodi enyina ho afiri se papai wa mususu se waye niamwa ho amumuye nsem bi akoso na brabo mpa wo mayimu wa mu kirema ebio nso sika bi afa ne nsase okure mu ha adwen ye pam sika ahodo bi a nanka se efa ne nsase ene sika yi atuma kopie mu ewa chema wontumi nti sane moto wiase amansanya ne de kyese bebo na Ghana ɔma no yɛ tim no bibia timi akɔ nkan yɛ pam ɛtimi ɛde ama ɔman na bibia akɔ sɛ sabe yɛntimi ntram obi bɛsom Ghana na sika akɔfa ne nsa ase na ayera serabɛsa ɛwɔ mena yɛntɛm hwɛ ne deɛ ba ne saa de a ɛmmoa koraa na Ghana fo bɛka ya meka sɛ ne kyɛma wontimi mpanimfoɔ bɛra mde ato no so ne sɛ ɔmmɛtua 50 million Ghana cedis afei nso ɔmfa ɛyɛ two shorties ɛmɛka ho na we na meka sɛ na japade ane bom som ɛyɛ 50 million Ghana cedis ne kyɛma wontumi nya bintimi kɛsɛ no ogusu a urokofo mpanimfoɔ akakyɛ a wɔmogu sɛ nhwɛmu de afa ne nsɛm wei ɛhom na sase nsɛm wei mo nom ɛna ɛyɛ kopie mo nsɛm Adwoa Agyei ma se badwane na den ɛdo ne nyamfoɔ Frank anadom penis ma to gye kyerem sɛ yanka nkyerɛ MPP amanyɔkɔ ni nyasɛm kɔ akɔ fa to nsɛm kusu abɔ adwumaden aboa mɛkyɛma wontumi mpanimfoɔ ɛtimi ɛgya no wasan ka sɛ kyerem sɛ yankopɔn Ghana man panin so ama ne ho maden ɛntimi ɛngya tɛma wontumi ɛne ahunahuna na atatɔta MPP fo amanyɔkɔ ni mana Omete skoko ede achiro mampeni odi nsem sei etu dwandro ada
bail time so no yoko fo omo time enye so mde na court mpo in a court ama mu bail time omo na di omo pe bail time omo de ma no for a very long time yanti bi poda na we kire adwimponi e dan e wo mutim enne ayekun ayesa omo title ye party ye kamo era Mahama His Excellency episode ti asese ontimi hunahuna ye party for we Ghana is a democracy. Ghana is a democracy. You practice democracy. Nigeria say omuko opposition yes any dey omo. And yes say any dey omo. Enti ebusuafo obia nkuta Nigeria mu. Yaba be ko parliament akoko fa adwene. De besi ochene bia ne be mo maso ate. But me kan ye de ntoma ebo mo de ano aka ne pefe say enya di obia baba ye ne ho boto. Emo mo de hunahuna de dey. Ahye mu. Yempenifo Grant, Adwoa Agyei, Obecha Bilamte, any penny for a some party and the tradition. I give up for the Fuma, and he say a Janho, Emma Periperi, ye Jan, Emma Tintre, ye Jama could draw, and ye Jan Mosa, Nipa Fan, dear Yentia so. Besamu to be a Gigamu, and I'm a buyer who could draw my dollar diache, in Crashire, Abba, and now we shall MPC Abba. Ye Baba free alcohol parliament alcohol fagini. Say Ochna, say Antia some debia, ye betting te sukoko and ya say Roger Mahaman yes, on my yamai. I dear say ye Roger Mahaman and Ikumo, and so wanted to Petro Bosso, and to question Boko, from an intro. No munya Jumadin, I did. I want to be Ghana for. Now I want to be when you are also catching. Nobody Ununa and Edisha Ghana for a moon. Tima Mikasan one, but Damasi, Nama Koswara Sramos, Samu Kitamu Gidiamu.
Any hour tea, Master Jenny at the Madeshia. One woman, some Adwoa Agyei, the day Edonim Yam for Frank, and no Dompre.
Yentwa kase abone so na endra dakoto ni mabosom ni de toso aduonu nkno e won fimpim yenu ni aduonu num ni mu ana Ghana for e shefa e de fa 77 International Day e de ma ye UN peacekeepers no na ya ade adwumedie yomudi se ne be ya ombetimi apagya eye flag sanso anenna sunhire no ya ade omo ye nhyiemu e we State House e won kran hanoma eye anuonyamfo ene aban anim enna musifo sanso ana security officials bo modin ehyiemu wo honom se ne be yom bedi adanse de afa kukurudufo a omodi omokra edi si ho se ne be ya asumdue be koso e wa amaman so na we na ye honorable Felix Kwachi Ofosu ona ye osoafo na hwenkita wodi ehonsem so e wa ye omampani akache enso edi adanse e de fa eye akukudura eye peacekeepers yi wo se ne be yom timi gina ko ano e hwe sa asumdue betimi akoso e wo honom sanso na ma eye tememfo ni gidie se bibia be si wo man nim no eye ade amososo no ebetimi agina no sanso ana o hye se ombetimi aboa se ne be ye peacekeeping no se da achibi na koba se yembre obi ansoso no ebetimi akobi akogina ano e de ama wom tini ama bia wo se omo yema ye peacekeepers no e wo se esipi na esita esanso omo de omo kra ato honom se ne be yatememfo ne soso no ombetimi abo omo ho ban odin sem say edituja.
On this solemn occasion of the extraordinary courage of those who serve on the front lines of conflict, fostering peace and restoring hope for millions in challenging conflict situations around the world. We also pay tribute to the heroes who have paid the ultimate sacrifice in the pursuit of peace. United Nations peacekeeping represents humanity's collective commitment to prevent and limit armed conflicts, sustain peace, as well as address evolving threats to global peace and security. Over the past several decades, peacekeeping has demonstrated its effectiveness as a vital multilateral tool for promoting stability. Today, however, UN peace operations face demands that are not only expanding in scope but also deepening in complexity, even as the global order experiences increasing fragmentation and unpredictability. From escalating conflicts fueled by heightened geopolitical tensions to trust deficits among some actors, destabilizing impacts of climate change, and evolving security threats, peacekeepers confront multidimensional challenges in an increasingly difficult and complex environment. Let me conclude by commending all Ghanaian peacekeeping troops around the world. But let me also specifically acknowledge Major General Anita Asma, who presently commands UN troops in Syria under the banner of ANDOF. And she is only the second woman in the world to have achieved such a feat, and the very first in Africa.
Enia uti ye honorable Felix Kwacho Fosua on a yaw swap for shrinkita would ye honsem so our mampeni akache. Enwachi ana ye Mr. Osman Makari ono ye resident coordinator add a ye interim sanso ano ye representative at the UNICEF Ghana and so edi adanse at the ye peacekeepers be 57 omoshro omokra e won fimpi mienu ni aduodu na anima ye Ghana for mienu eka ho ye Ghana soldier ye Sergeant Evans Tre sanso ana second warrant officer ye David Kwame Amankwa omobo omode ade omokra etwa so se ne be ya asumdue ebetimi so ana oche mu so momode ano mo hwe se yo hawa ebesi da chi bi no betimi esiano kwan.
Courage. The United Nations peacekeepers step into danger to help protect those who need protection, preserve peace, and restore hope in some of the world's most challenging contexts. Today, we honor their service. More than 4,400 peacekeepers have died in service, 57 last year alone. We will never forget them, and we will carry their work forward. The focus of this year's International Day of Peacekeepers is the future of peacekeeping. And together, we will keep pushing this vital effort forward. Now more than ever, the world needs the United Nations. And the United Nations needs peacekeeping that is fully equipped for today's realities and tomorrow's challenges.
Uti Mr. Osman Makari or a resident coordinator at interim sanso ano representative at the UNICEF Ghana.
Yantua kasebon sene monfangu de mwe ewo oti matenem. Na desia wonom wo oti matemu ekuro baako a edi a eda so eye ofosu. Na desia ya kase kire mi se okopie mu ewo ofosu kuro no mu a akwaje tew akwajita papa vise ensuo papa biada enyade ebi wo mensenim ewo oti mensenim hodom wonso kopie mu ewo nkwanta south ofosu kuro no ma ye ensuo da hodom omonomo no sabe omone enyemwa ene che ensuo bi dise sabe nantwie ene yenwan ene mponche ene nkokọ ene prince wansa womanya nsupa etime anom nanam sana motuo ni nti adwumaku a edi nda hodom so ye Agro Crown West Africa Company Limited aba mo madan etimi akwa kwesi boho fefefe pa adam so monye no munya nsupa entime endom ade hye ni kirema nsuo na ba no eya de papa pa nanso esua enya de ebeboa ma matumi nya nsupa no mefrisem enipa wokoro mu do sonye pam ebirima ka se kirema edu ba bi mpa ene enteche nsuo no mo hono nom na mo na moa ena eche eba ne sa ha atwen wo munya nsupa entime emfa nwade eba ne se nya na wa pi na eto de se bedwunso mu yade ne nya na wa pi eba ne sa in fact atiti ye pam na de hye ne ka se kirem se ahokyere aba no enye nsuo nkuto edum pempensuo bi anyinam kanea eho akwa atwe apomoden chesene ye konkra omo kirem edum pempensuo mbomodin atena moto back se twa na motententen azomotumi akọ alsabia evizo mafra no de omotan tu fom na nte kwantententen azomotumi akọ school akwa kosun ade omo kirem ba ne se pe na ahokyere na abai ensuo tompora ne kankan kra na akwageta omuntumi mponko bibia ne kuruma no muguom na asemember edman potem onom mekire ofosu electoral area ne den ede kofi eye tabia kasa kiremu a sana moto na ekoso ne dum pempenso be ha dwenye pam wasan kasa kiremu a Mpenifo na mo pa woto ama mu nsuo no aboa nanso mo hia mo. Onimpa bi so te kom so bomaden so de nsemi tu bia kire mi se ma na mu hunu no. Esene ne ta akra mpenifo ma mo na esese de yekoso no emu akra. All them same say at him.
Ulubu here, where we are, is a source of water for Ufusu community. We just came from the community. You saw how big the community is. And then you can see the nature of the water. We even share the water with cattle. Cattle come here to drink after grazing. For some time past, we experienced guinea worm, but as at now, it's better. What we encountered recently is bilharzia, because children also come to swim. The pools, students come to swim and then urinate in it. So as a result, we have identified some little cases of behavior some time ago. So it's very serious. And you can see the nature of the water. You can tell clearly from the physical nature of the water that it's not good for consumption. But basically, we have no choice. That's where we depend on.
We don't have water. Anytime they dig no hole for us, then it falls. Anytime they repair it, it will concern us. So we need water. At times we have to go to the river far away. The grass animals have been going there, drinking the water from us, storing the water. So we don't want that. So we get the company should come and help us for water aside.
And wachi ena kwanchirefo penny Edema Agro Crown West Africa Company Limited. Neden Edim. Nana Kwame Afo Echirimisem. Adwoa Agyei no omo mane nso no mbekwa so abomade apoa e ma de hia wonom ewo ofusu ene won kwanta south mensin mu no ehon etimi anha wonom.
Life. Even when it rains, after the rain, you still need water. So this borehole is going to help uplift the health of the people. You can imagine, they were saying they were drinking together with cows, cattle, which was not appropriate for their health. With this water, their health is going to be improved. Their well-being is going to be improved as well. And so the government can also look at other areas where they lack these water challenges, and then the government can also step in to support. We also do our best to identify other areas that will be in need and give the necessary support.
Eni a woti ye eye kwanchirefo penin edmadwumaku a dia da wodom so eye Agro Crown West Africa Company Limited. Ne den ade Nana Kwame Afo ena wote nenkan. Ne kwakura mu no ena Nkwansta South wanom mensin krache. Onimnyamfo Joseph Entwi awa echirimusem. Wadom oguso ene mpenifo di nsa woso aboa. Ema na ema hodo aye akade beboa. Na de so mo ne potem ho no ho adwe wo no. Wombeboa emampuntu etimi abankwanta South mensinim.
When you come to Nkwanta South Municipality, water issues has been a serious challenge in the municipality. So it's our plea that anybody, any philanthropist who will come in and then also help us to get this water issue solved for the municipality will be very grateful. Like what happened today. In fact, I'm so glad, I'm so happy that my people were able to get this water for their use. Agro Crown, I would say I will thank them so much for at least looking at the area and then selecting Ofosu to give them this water, because Ofosu is growing, the population is growing. So when you have one, it's not enough. So adding this one to it, I think it will go a long way to help us.
Eni a woti ye eye mensin krache edema de hia wanom ewo Nkwanta South. Ne den ede onimnyamfo Joseph Entwi awa.
Yantoa kasebone so na mrahebedwani edema awutu senya East eye Felix na akoyo okuno alanche campaign bi a mo hwe se eye nimtiabu a nipa no bia de bu mma e wa bra mo ye bra no eye ade a entwa ye kranta so mbomode an mo de ba wieye na dwumadi omudi omudi no ye menstrual hygiene day so omobomode atopon e ma ye school for mo free ye basic any secondary school for e wa ye awutu senya East eye mpesuane so e bomode abehia mu wo hono ma omutimi e kan sem no yie pa na Okasa ewo dwumadi na se na mrahebedwani esisudua bi no ochese eba menstrual health ahunhia e de man maye papa into omo hwe se bibi biara ombe ye betie ma no betimi eja esanse mba efa ha mu bebre kan ne se eye sanitary pad on be yusu kra ya na ebi no ni bi ntino so obi yasa na se otimi bu omanimti a na ha adwen ye pan nti eye omo ka bi ewom no ehwe se so obi ebu oba bi anim so sansa woni bra yo ma omo form nice form no mu ndi hu dwuma ye pan san so ana ode to eye timemfo anim se eye aban free sanitary pad eye distribution program no omo ye no ombetai omechise ne ebe ye betimi akwawiye.
Aspects of women's health that has long been shrouded in silence and stigma. Menstruation is a natural part of life, yet it's often met with misconceptions, taboos, and shame. As we celebrate this important day, we recognize that menstrual health and hygiene are fundamental human rights. Every girl and woman deserves access to accurate information, safe and hygienic facilities, and affordable menstrual products. The challenges are real. Many girls miss school due to lack of access to sanitary products or adequate facilities. Women struggle to manage their menstruation with dignity due to financial constraints. Stigma and shame surrounding menstruation, perpetrated with myths and misinformation, also causes us to stay away. But we can make a difference. By working together, we can. We can educate communities about menstrual health hygiene. We can advocate for policies supporting menstrual health, such as tax-free sanitary pads. We can also improve access to safe water, sanitation, hygiene facilities in our schools and communities. Together, we can break the silence. Let us come together as women. Let us come together as girls. Let us break the silence and challenge harmful norms. Let's ensure that every girl and woman can manage their menstruation with dignity. Together, promote menstrual health and hygiene and empower women and girls to reach their full potential.
Ene ya wuti ye eye mrashebedwani edema ewutu senya east eye Felix na akoyo okuno.
Yantu akasi abano so na yemo emfanwura mu ewo president edema Ghana Union of Traders Association. Yetwanitia aka se guta eno eye adwadifo nkabomku na Dr. Joseph Open na yom president. Ede adesre ede ato adwadifo ni nyina animusem. Osra wo mo adase na nsen Ghana city no ebo adwumaden. Nyama bo akọ fompa fa ngo bo su kọ fomti. Osra adase adwadifo no obi ama no homoden sem. Obetimi atene nema so na Ghana sidi na nya hode no omen obi anya so mfaso na Ghana vo bekaya na nsen omaga na sidi no na me akoda nemu ye pa ahode anya ede ekuti ayi $, na konkan ye pa ne senti ensema obi aka ne sende na nsen se sidi na nya hode a adenti na omen nya so mfaso akodwem koto ade ane bondada na omu chire me ba ne sa ha adwen ye pam na Ghana vo beka na twetwa mu yi na Ghana Private Road Transport Union GPLTU eno eye Ghana ahyenkefom kabom kodbatu dwasem obiara ye hyenkane no ne bo no onte so na Ghana men ye honto ye pa fi se fango bo nso eswate pam ne no ana opanipa ye president Edema Guta Dr. Joseph Oben ene central for kasa ewo oman Ghana Jubilee House ene wo kire misem ehu banya se oman Ghana sidi na nya hoden no ebeboa na dwadifo nyina betom bo so na Ghana nyina hunu se yes sesidi ne bo akofom de a anasa akosoro de a na Ghana nso adwadifo honto mu ye pam wakasa kirem se egom se du ba bia adwadifo ne bre obi akofa ne ma no na ne bo aden nanso akwate so be ha adwen de nanso ye nyina ye mo no ma no ye ho ye odin sem sei etun centrafo anim.
Normally, I would say that the market forces determines the price, the market itself, because we are in a competitive market, as we all know. But we, as trade leaders, what we do is that we can only appeal to our members, and that's what I've been doing, because we have to show good faith to the consuming public. The president himself has said that we have to toe the line, because at least we have to also encourage policymakers that when some of these things are done, we are also giving the benefit to the consuming public. I should trickle down to them, because we are not the business that we do. We don't do it in isolation. We do it with the consuming public. That's consuming public. That's what you call, but we call them customers. So when our customers are challenged, they are unable to buy and help us to attain the turnover that we seek to make our business thrive. The business thrives on turnover. We have even the obligation to make the prices go down, and that's what most people have done. As we are in competitive market, we are not in a monopolistic market. Nobody can even overprice himself out. It's a competition out there. And so most of the importers have started transferring the gains or reducing their prices. I must tell you. But it seems that people minds are made that the traders or importers we are wicked or some sort. No, please go to the market and search. You see that most of the prices are trickling down to the consuming public. The prices are going down because it's what we have to do to make sure that we also enhance on our turnover. If prices are high, you cannot sell.
Ani awoti ye aye president Edema Guta Neden Ede Dr. Joseph Open. Yenyina weswe ne yankenkan adwenkyera hodo amode abane bi emfamamo ewo Facebook no so. Wei Efre Richard Ahwe odi free Gbetre station na deba na wo kire mi se. Ena wiye kase ebo no emu de pass anoma anama wiase afane nyina etie edi free DJ Ghanaman fidie ne so ewo Gbetre station hodo ma na oma Nhyiraba Kwadwo Sammy B ene Adwoa Agyei Sikapa adwumade an yebo asom Ghana yeda se senior man Richard Ahwe wensu free Kofi Parliament wo kire mi se Ghana de se de mere ko de wa hwe bedu babi de nyina betu na America pa visa se de ye na sisi hu o man mu na ha adwenye pam ohwe live edi free aguna bobikuma apa yeda se senior wensu every mauli eye goka and wo kire mi se good afternoon na or say I am big yada se pa where life edi free me share camp no say adwumade an yebon ya me kira ye pam wensu every na wusu or so where life edi free hosting eye Texas where US mountain so kire mi say news papa yada se champion pass obo adwumade edi free US edi fanchi akase ma senior man himself chief of staff senior man Chief Mante, set Mante, Kajanza Mechana pa, Micha Mr. Mante, Mechana pam. When so free, Dora ya, Adwoa Agyei, no so where live. Eddie Free Christian Village, at Temwater, no Tim Senchaka, say and comma DLFM, my phone and your body, man was in news in a day. Eye testy pa. Cassiabani ya dear see. A musemu for your maze, Mabel entry a sermon at the MIA. Kofita de copy mom. Ewa be from 10 times makase bono wonya bi hwe ono ne din ye the nations MC obadwumadin ye panyamin hira ne pam DJ Zigibi senior technician on do dot chief free from adema ye Zigibi ono so obadwumadin ye senior ya cha pam na kenkan fo ye sinkumnya ebe so mawia ye hwene tia sentemo no me Nhyiraba Kwadwo Sammy B mahuteden ene ehunsuo mpene mene mo wafa ase ba
Adwoa Agyei Sikapa.
Ye kwe hwan na eba.
Nana Adwoa Silky. Achire muhima. Enfifi muhima. Radio mu ya santua.
Ana afi.
Enkeche hima. Michael Jackson.
Papa no. Ende server na beka na mebwa. Se papa no. One hwan na eba.
Sexy journalist.
Ana afi.
Ana kwame efu.
Ene da ben.
Na efiada.
Enti jumadi ne den. Enkaidum ne program ben.
So when you were you know that year and I just still in a pound for
better
and be soon be how agent now baby nada now they jay soon if I'm a woman
and a young bonus ye be you fear if you know the answer be den ube bie mu hu ha na Ghana fo nyina tibie enya wasema esu ni nya wo dia tenase boko na ye be boa cheche wo wire kama enyem so be boa frifia ba fie ho nti bie mu keke mana na Adwoa Silky ena afi hwan
Sexy journalist.
And afi. Se amankwati awa fase abafia.
Waba.
DJ Omarinsu aba. Obeta wo machina nkaidun bibia kwa kama pa. Ede mamti mamu nyina mu eni tia. Adehye.